Welcome to Roll Call, a 126th Air Refueling Wing podcast of the Illinois Air National Guard at Scott Air Force Base. I'm your host, Technical Sergeant Brian Ellison. The Roll Call podcast focused on people, mission, and community. Coming up on the podcast, we're going to hear from the Chief's Facebook Live Town Hall. Don't forget the president signed that memorandum in August to temporarily defer Social Security. This change is effective through the end of the calendar year. DFAS is temporarily deferring the withholding of our 6.2% Social Security tax if your monthly rate of basic pay is less than $8,666.66. Check your August or prior LES as a good reference point for how much Social Security tax is going to be taken out. The Social Security tax is labeled on our LESs as FICA SOC Security on the LES and is calculated again at 6.2%. That same is true for the civilians as well. They're taking out that Social Security tax. If you make $4,000 or less in any given pay period, employees can use the taxable wages on the LES as a good reference for whether they have those taxes deferred. Military members and civilian employees are not eligible to opt out. The deferral's happening automatically. The IRS will start to take back your deferred taxes between January 1st and April 30th of 2021. So if you're separating or retiring this year in 2020, before the Social Security tax can be collected in 2021, you're going to be responsible for the Social Security tax repayment. There'll be more information coming out about that coming up here very soon. If you think your wingman could use a little extra help covering meals this holiday season, let Airmen and Family Readiness know. 618-222-5734. They will have food baskets donated by the USO, and they'll have more support available as well. Just call Airmen and Family Readiness, 618-222-5734. NGEN provides free employment and career readiness support to current and former Guard members, their spouses, significant others, and National Guard youth. From resume to placement, they are there with you every step of the way. NGEN helps you overcome hiring obstacles and secure employment. NGEN is your key to one-on-one assistance from a trained employment specialist who will work with you to develop a plan for your search based on your unique needs and skills. Learn more by going to their website. It's ngemploymentnetwork.com. This month, we took the 126th Town Hall on the road to the Supply Chain Management Building with Wing Command Chief Master Sergeant Mike Douglas, Supply Chain Management Squadron Superintendent Chief Master Sergeant Amanda Stewart, and Mission Support Group Superintendent Chief Master Sergeant Chris Mertz. You can see the full Town Hall on the 126th Air Refueling Wing Facebook page. This Town Hall was hosted by their very own. It was hosted by SCMS Tech Sergeant Casey Buckingham. One of the topics that was first discussed was, when are we going to start taking our fitness tests? Chief Stewart started off by answering that.
Fitness testing has been pushed out to begin again 1 January 2021. I would say you need to get in touch with your UFPMs. They can give you more details on it. But I think that they're trying to work with the environment we're in right now.
Chief Douglas followed up on the thoughts on PT.
So if somebody wants to take a test for a specific reason, or they just feel that it's something they want to do, they can request through their commander if the ability to do it in a safe manner is out there, they can test. So, but it has to be done in a way that's safe for them and the person giving the fitness test.
So if we get commander's approval, then we can take the fitness test, which means I need to do some more strength training because I ride my bike too much. Chief Mertz was asked why someone should join the 126th Air Refueling Wing.
For me, beyond benefits, it's part about being something bigger than just you, and to be able to, in our unique environment of the Air National Guard, we get to live in the local community and state that we support. So you are directly reflecting your state and assisting your state with that. We've done that here recently with some of the COVID operations and the civil disturbance, and that's something that not everybody gets to do, but they leaned on the Air National Guard to support that, and you get to directly affect what's going on here.
Chief Douglas went on to talk about how we can get people interested in joining the wing.
Every one of us is a recruiter, whether we know it or not. When we're telling our stories at various places, whether it be at a local event, at your VFW, different things like that. A lot of people don't know that we're out there. So, tell your story. When you're out there telling your story, people can, find some of your information valuable to them. One of the things that I bring up to people a lot is the insurance, because when you're 18 to 25, you probably don't really care about insurance as much because you're on your parents' insurance plan. But as people's family lives grow, you say, hey, you spent 4 years on active duty and stuff. When now you can come into the Guard and get into a career field. You build off of your other experience that you already had. You build off of your time. There's insurance available. That's huge to people in today's society who have families and so forth. The ability to have health insurance and so forth, and to have a part-time job that has a retirement attached to it. So we all need to be out there telling our story, and what's valuable to me and in my generation is probably not valuable to somebody that's 18 or 19, whereas those are the college benefits. And when the younger people say, hey, I go to college for free, hey, it resonates in some people's minds because people are out there and saying, hey, I'm going to have to drop out of school because I can't pay for school or whatever. And it's like, hey, I got a way you can pay for school. So tell your story.
During the town hall, the moderator, Tech Sergeant Buckingham, asked the chiefs if it is okay to not feel okay, and how should supervisors react to airmen seeking mental health resources.
We need to be there for our airmen. If it's okay to take a knee every once in a while. Adversity happens in life, but we need to be there for our airmen. We need to know them and get them the right help if needed. So get to know your people and be there for them.
Chief Douglas reminded us that there are resources out there to help airmen who are struggling. A place to start is Airmen and Family Readiness. You can call them at 618-222-5784. That's 618-222-5784. You can catch the full town hall also on our YouTube page. Search for 126 ARW Public Affairs. The 126th Air Refueling Wing is hiring. Let's check in with 126th recruiter Tech Sergeant Rich Olson. Tech Sergeant Olson, what's going on today? What jobs have you got?
Hey, well, we're always staying busy out here in the recruiting office. So there are a few jobs that we're looking for right now. We're looking for fuel specialists as well as vehicle maintainers for the Logistics Readiness Squadron.
Tech Sergeant Olson, how can they get a hold of you if they want to find out more?
They can always get a hold of us by our main line, which is 618-222-5701, or feel free to shoot us a message on our Facebook page, 126 Air Refueling Wing Recruiting.
That's Tech Sergeant Rich Olson, 126, the Air Refueling Wing Recruiting Office. Get a hold of them at 618-222-5701. On Friday, the Illinois State Adjutant General Richard Neely was promoted to Major General. You can see that picture, or see pictures rather, of that ceremony on our Facebook page. Also read about the new Command Chief Master Sergeant of the Air National Guard. Go to our 126th Air Refueling Wing page to find out what is going on in the wing. Like this month's Ask an Airman question, what is your philosophy? My philosophy is pretty easy. Get on your bikes and ride! Thanks, Freddie. You'll see pictures from the weekend, like the cool boomerang that I shot while at SABC. I felt cool for shooting a boomerang. I never had shot one before, and it's somebody put in a nasal pharyngeal into a dummy. Lieutenant Colonel Stewart's promotion is up there as well, and the USO truck set up at the Med Group parking lot serving us hot dogs. We had some giveaways there as well. You can see pictures of all that. If you want me to highlight something on the podcast, send me an email, brian.ellison.4@us.af.mil. Thanks for listening to Roll Call, a 126th Air Refueling Wing podcast focused on people, mission, and community. I'm Technical Sergeant Brian Ellison.